Cause your vibe it be different than shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You finding your find in the sky, we gon' ride the ecliptic like a Mercury transit. Peace, y'all. Say with Star Card Astrology, and I'm here to give you your daily astrology guidance for June 21st, 2022. Let's get Cause your vibe it be different than shine in your eyes. Let's get straight into it. So, I'm gonna get it right. I changed my hotkeys, okay? Cause in my mind, intro should be I, right? But hey, that's what that is. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, all right? I appreciate anybody who tunes in live. I appreciate anybody who watches this afterward. Excuse my mistakes with the intros. But we gonna get right, okay? I'm starting this live stream. I only do this live, so if you see this later, it's not pre-recorded anymore, like I was doing at the beginning of the year and all that. So, yeah. So let's get into it. The sun has now hit 0 degrees Cancer. It will hit at about 12 p.m. Okay. So we're definitely going to feel a shift in the energy internally. All right. So we're going from a very energetic, mental-based energy, which is Gemini, to Cancer, which is a more emotional, family-based type of vibe. Okay? So that's the wave. We're in the summer and we're getting closer to Leo season. Whoop whoop. But let's see. So the main things we got to focus on here is we have this moon that is now part of this massive energy, Aries energy here. Okay. It's making sessi squares to the north node. Sessi square to the south node, semi square to the north node. Okay. It's making this what? Sextile to Mercury. Okay. It's conjunct Jupiter. And this is all happening at the time that I picked. All right. I felt like this is going to be where we see a major shift. It's going to be midday, around from noon to 1. And really, this is going to be a pretty emotional day. People will definitely be fired up with this moon in Aries, and conjunct Jupiter being empowered by Mars in its home sign as well. So it can be tense. It can be emotional today, for sure. I think we need to stay, like I was talking about yesterday, based in this Venus energy here, this Taurus value, knowing our value, knowing what we really should spend focus and money and any amounts of love on, right? because Venus is making its last degree here, 28, 29, and then it hits Gemini. Okay. Same with Mars. Mars moves very fast, or at least right now it's moving pretty fast. It's a terrible arrow. Okay. So it's going to jump into Taurus here pretty soon and push through Taurus pretty quickly, hit Gemini. So we have this time here where the universe is like, hey, any actions that you're trying to take moving forward, you need to make it happen. Okay? So this isn't the time for hesitation. This isn't the time to, stay fixated, because this is Mars at home, cardinal sign. This is where the spark happens. I always call Aries the spark to the bonfire. Leo is like the heart of the bonfire, like when it's like burning and everybody's not worried about it going out. Sag is that last big initial flame of heat before it goes out. That's how I depict it. So right now we're being catered to when it comes to those who want to move and shake and take action. Emotionally, we're going to be in line with taking action. It's not like we're going to feel like we don't want to. So really, we need to make sure that, again, it's value-based and that we have the details thought out, thought through, in order to really be effective with the moves we make. Because the one thing about Aries is that you can jump the gun. Okay, you can jump the gun. You can take action far too quickly without really looking at your opposition and knowing your opposition. The thing about Aries being the god of war is the reason why you can be the god of war is knowing how to fight, knowing how to go to war, knowing how to battle. But that only comes with thorough studying of your opposition. Okay? So, Venus is making this direct trine with Pluto as well. So, the things we value can absolutely change our life if our values are in the right place. Still having this semi-sextile. So again, those things aren't changing. We're definitely taking the weird route up the mountain. And going up that mountain, there's like mirages and shit that are trying to like deter us off this weird path we're already taking with this Neptune. Okay? Because it's making that aspect to Saturn. That's why I say that. Otherwise, Neptune could be really like that guiding angel that, because in Pisces, where it's at home, it could be that guidance, that intuitive guidance, or that, that spirit that's guiding us the right way so that we don't fall off, right? But with Saturn retrograde and making it, even though it's making a good aspect, for what I'm getting is, this is where you can see these mirages that are trying to trick you into thinking that you're going in the right direction. So don't get caught up in those situations. Definitely try to see through the veil of any harsh interactions, any harsh people. See through the veil. Does it align with your value system? Is it of your true value? Or is it something trying to pull you off track? Because Mars and all this Aries wants us to move forward. Okay? It wants us to move forward. It wants us to move forward towards, like, look at this. Whoop. Because Mars is going to eventually hit where all the places that Venus was just at. More than likely catch up to Venus, and we'll see this, we'll see another Mars and Venus conjunction. Just because Venus moves so slow. So, as long as the North Node is still here, this is where everything has to be deeply rooted, intuitively guided towards your higher value, towards the place that you see yourself, your ultimate success. If not, the downfall can happen fairly quickly, especially if you're going to just get all emotional with this sun now hitting 0 degrees Cancer. Oh, and happy birthday to the Cancers. It's actually my brother Dorian's birthday today. We will be celebrating his life. He passed away not that long ago. He took his own life, which is just unfathomable. And we all are definitely grieving for him and his family. And, I never got to read his chart. I would have loved to read his chart. Would have turned 21 today. So cherish your loved ones. This is absolutely a time to make sure that we are making sure that our families are taken care of, that we're showing that love, that deep connection of the soul, because there's a reason why you were born into whatever family that you were born into. And having any type of, like, I get that not all families are the same, not all parents are the same, but the family that does love you, try to remove any of the past bitterness that puts you in these weird relationships with your family. We're all supposed to be family at the soul level. And it's easy to know who's real and who's not, whether they're your family or not. Some people are your soul family and they're not your blood family. So, cherish those. This is the time to nurture those relationships for sure, because those are the ones that are going to make us make it through. Those are the ones that are going to help us get through. Because we all need support at some point. We all need true support, true love, not just, criticizing, but also tough love and clarity that comes from people who are not inside the situation you're in, but also still have your best interests at heart. All right. Let's see what the cards have to say for today. And then I'm going to try to get a couple hours of sleep before my kids wake up. Whew. Always yawning. I probably could do a montage of my yawns over the friggin' last year. but there's a reason why I do these so late, because I knew that I'd get to this point where I have my kids with me a lot of the time, and doing this while they're awake is not necessarily what I can do. Maybe when they're a little bit older, but I got to do this when they're asleep, when everybody else is asleep. No distractions, all that. So ooh, man, when these cards, dude, my deck, dog. Maybe I'll do a video on just the story about my deck and how I got my deck. But until then, this is what we got. The moon reversed. The moon reversed. Okay? So now on my card, this is a very Piscean card. I don't know if y'all can really see that. See the two fish in the middle. It's water at the top, or at the bottom, really, because it's reversed. But on the flip side, when it's upright, it's a bunch of fairies. Okay? Now, that does have something to do with illusions and the higher realms and emotion and how that's attached, because to be intuitive means you have to be in tune with your emotional state to be able to tap into what the universe is trying to tell you or convey to you. That's an emotional thing. So, you know, fairies, spirits, but that's upright. So reversed, we have this really deep emotional place, which is kind of interesting because the astrology, for me, how I read it was, you know, emotions can definitely be running kind of high with the moon in Aries, and then the sun just hitting 0 degrees Cancer. It's not really making an aspect to the moon right now, but yeah, I mean, the sun is sextile Regulus, and the moon is conjunct Jupiter. So, you know, we definitely can feel at our best, but, you know, this moon card reversed is kind of telling me that what I said was right. Emotions are definitely going to be kind of not in the best place with a lot of people. They're definitely going to be swimming in their emotions. That's you know what the reverse of this card looks like. People just swimming in the water. Some people look like they're happy to be there. Some people look like they're lost. The moon doesn't look happy. The moon looks happier upright. Yeah. I would say just be cautious with, and be, you know, compassionate with people. Because they're going to be going through a lot of different emotions today. A lot of different shifts are happening today. So be easy, family. Be easy. Allow love to be the basis of your thoughts, words, and motions today. And we will get through. All right. So I hope that helps. And until next time, one love.
Cause your vibe it be different than shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You find in the sky, we gon' ride the eclipse like a Mercury transit.